You gonna come out with a new speaker or what?
Me? Never. I won't say never.
Never.
If I did, it would be a DIY design. Everybody's open to do whatever they want with it.
So a cardioid.
Because I feel like once I got into that side of things, I don't feel like I could be a reviewer. You know, like we've had this talk before, but
say it ain't so.
I don't agree with that. See, that's
one
part I don't agree with. Just don't review it.
I'll send it out and let everybody else.
Yeah,
you know, that's fair.
He's getting paid. He's got to do it.
No, just you have to review.
I got to review my own stuff, man.
Hey, make sure to send them to me, and you got to pay me though. You got to pay me,
dude.
I can chill it out for you. I'll shill it out. You got to pay me. I'll shill it out.
I'll send you stickers.
I'll send you. Here, send it to Joe. Joe will take the measurements.
Yeah,
and we'll just do the same ELAC thing, and then he'll send it to me. I'll try to break them. That's it.
Yeah,
great little video series.
So I'm putting together all the pieces. So Erin's speaker. Here's Erin's speaker right here. It would be some kind of cardioid, so it'd have like woofers on the side or on the back or something like that. And then he'd have, like he just said, woofers near the floor, probably floor standing. But then it
had to be.
It can't be a circle because he probably wants a floor standing speaker.
Yeah. So
it's got to be like a roundy shape for sure. It's gonna be.
It's got to be something I can actually build. So it can't be complex shapes.
Oh. He's gonna find out a way to make it somewhat roundy.
I wish I could.
Directivity.
He made a foam.
And then what kind of tweeter is he using? He's using he looks like he's probably using like some kind of fancy nice driver for sure.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a nice driver. Is it gonna be the ugly one? You gonna use that thing?
With the beryllium, or not the beryllium, but with the Techstream stuff around? Oh, you're talking about the Purify.
I hate the way that looks.
You go, so many people say the same thing. Like, it's a cool looking speaker, but I couldn't deal with that surround.
Bro,
Okay,
it's gotta look cool. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I care how good it sounds, but if it has to look like that, the grill has got to stay on.
Grill.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
you going beryllium? I think you'd probably go beryllium.
I'd probably go beryllium. But I tell you, like, if I had my way and was able to make my own, like if I was able to find somebody who can manufacture what I want, it would probably be a coaxial with a.
I knew it.
With a
60.
With a waveguide like that's not flared out. Like, what's what I'm looking for here? That's more shallow, I guess, than some, because some of them, like the mid range, are a little bit like they're like this, right? So they don't have quite as wide dispersion as I personally want. I'd probably shoot for something just a little bit more wide, you know.
So are you doing like very, very little excursion and
very little? I mean, crossed over probably like 500 hertz or something like that. Very, very minimal excursion.
Probably like triple surround, right? Like,
I need to go find
minimizing the bumps. Right? You don't want one big bump, and maybe I wonder if inverted would be better. You know what I mean? Like the more you need a little bit of excursion, but you want to use that. You want to make that as flat as possible. Yeah. What does Kef do for that? They do that weird rubber thing, like with the lines on them.
No, I'm not sure. You're talking about the rib things or whatever?
Yeah, because the driver, that mid-range, has to become the waveguide, right?
Yeah.
And so you want a optimally shaped waveguide.
All right, I found it. This is my speaker that I built like in 2013 or 15.
Okay, let's see.
But it probably wouldn't be too far off from what this is. Let me go back.
Dang, that's nice.
Yeah, bro. It's sick. See that? So that was a ScanSpeak 10-inch, and then that was a Kef coaxial. I mean, I'd never got around to even trying to round the corners. This was more like a proof of concept. But the idea was that I wanted to place the 10-inch as close to the ground as I could without having a huge discrepancy in the vertical. And then the 4-inch was crossed over at like 500 hertz or something. It actually sounded pretty good. These are the drivers I started with. Rain processor. Actually, I had two different rain processors, the RPM 88 and the RPM 26. And then a bunch of crown amps. So it was nuts. Look, there's a picture of my dog, passed away. R.I.P.
Oh.
But yeah, that's kind of what I want to go. I'm not going to get into the whole thread.
How come you can't? Why wouldn't you be able to do like a kind of like in car audio? You have like a mid bass, right? And then on the bottom, then you put like the big boys, right? Is there a reason? Are you saying that you want the mid bass to be down below?
Yeah, I would want the mid bass to be closer to the floor, not as high up, because then you mitigate that floor bounce. Like in my experience, that actually does make an audible difference, like a good audible difference.
You know what? Here's a design, because it's all about
like designing that speaker. By the way, I should, if I could find the thread where I have so many. I bought 2 different sets of speakers. 8-inch. I tried them on the side. I tried them on the front. I tried them at the very bottom, at the very top. Like
what would happen? What would happen if the mid bass? This is a weird design. I don't think I've seen this. No. What if the mid bass was like lower, like you're saying, and then the actual woofer, the one producing even lower frequencies, was higher up? I've never seen that. Would that be horrible?
The woofer producing.
Oh, the woofer above, like, so mid bass, and then like I don't know,
like
not sub, but even higher up.
Oh, you mean like subwoofer? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, let's say, like in car audio, we talk about mid bass.
Yeah, mid bass is like 80 to 300 hertz,
and then we have 80 and below, right?
Yeah.
So if you had the 80 and below, but it was above the smaller driver, I've never seen that look before.
It could probably work. I think that could work because you're crossed over before you have to worry about floor bounce anyway.
Mm-hmm. It might just be those things where it's a different look, where when you see like, well, that's weird. You expect this bigger driver to be at the bottom. So the fact that there's a bigger driver in the middle and then a smaller driver, you're like, oh, that's a weird.
Almost wonder if I would just put that on the back. Well, now we're still talking cardioid, so I could put it on the back and I wouldn't have to worry about it. I don't know, man. There's so many ways you could go with this stuff.
You know, what's funny is like, I think that you could really, honestly, produce a great speaker, Like, I think a lot of people think of you and all of us as just YouTube guys. These guys are YouTubers, right?
Yeah.
What you have to understand is I can speak for myself. This is what I do all the time. I haven't even been making any YouTube videos.
Yeah, I know.
What I do.
Come on, dude. You got to promote the disc, bro. Come on, let's go.
Yeah. Okay. I'll throw one out there. But you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we do. So, I wouldn't be surprised if you came out with a great speaker that are people like, oh man, this thing is actually great.
Yeah. I mean, I know I could do it. The thing that holds me back is fabrication. Like I'm not good. I can build a box, but when it comes to making something look good, forget it. Like that wood picture that you saw, I spray painted it black, and that's where I stopped.
Yeah, that's what you gotta talk to somebody who's like, design person who would tell you, hey, we got to make it look actually like really cool. Also, if you would like to sell any of these, if you don't want to sell any of them, then keep it like that. That's
you got to talk to someone that knows what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a YouTube guy.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Shauna, right? Oh yeah, he's just a YouTube guy. What does he know? Wasn't the guy who made the Doom stuff? He was asking you questions about, like, right? He was asking.
Dude, I got a whole short ready to go on helping Alan Myerson, because he's like, hey, can you do this? I was like, yeah, sure. I jumped in the chair and I was like, I'm in the fucking chair, bro. Holy shit. Everybody in the whole place started laughing.
That's awesome.
So I was just like, whoa, what am I doing here? You know what?
So it's like that. How come the guy who's the expert, why is he asking me? The YouTube guy. Are you asking the YouTube guy? Do you see what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
You should. I don't think people should like look at it in that way. We just happen to make YouTube videos.
Yeah, I do need to recite my account, my resume in every video. Like, I've been making music since 2005. Oh, no. What? That's you gotta.
Yeah, man. Honestly, Erin, I think you can make a great speaker.
Yeah,
and I think it's almost like
maybe
have you continue doing your reviews, but I think it's almost a disservice to not make something awesome when you could, right?
Yeah.
Like, you have this thing that a lot of people don't have to make an awesome speaker, test it, make sure it's actually awesome, and then you can call me up and say, Joe, can you make this thing look really cool?
Yeah, have Jose. Hey, Erin.
Yeah.
Jose. They call me Jose. This is my name for
designer name.
Jose.
Hey, I'm gonna need some Jose help as well.
Okay, I got you.
But Erin, I need a 6.5-inch square speaker with a concentric design.
Okay.
For Atmos mixing, something that's relatively flat down to 80. That's it. Yeah. Dude, you could make something like that, dude. What is that? 6 pieces of wood in a fucking speaker?
Dude, I'll tell you right now, I would just order a knockdown kit from Parts Express and then order the driver and put the driver in there. Like that's exactly what I would do.
Why don't you just get with Floyd and say, hey, I want this to look cool. We've made a speaker.
Yeah.
Is that Floyd's DIY audio? Is that his channel?
Toyd? Yeah, I thought you said Floyd. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Toyd's DIY.
Yeah.
We made a speaker a long time ago. I think he sold a ton of those kits.
I think
Like a lot of them. We made the Dynas. Don't measure those.
I'm not going to measure them. I'm definitely going to measure them now. I'm going to track down a pair somewhere.
I have some. They like my priority is to make them look cool, but I didn't know what I know now. But he's always known, so I think he did some stuff to make sure that it wasn't terrible. But yeah, we made a cool looking speaker before. Yeah. And he sold a lot of kits, and he has a CNC type of deal, so you can shapes.
Yeah, I'm jealous of that.
Dynas.
We've talked about me measuring some of his speakers before, like his Klipsch. I won't say knockoffs, but basically, I mean that's kind of what he's targeting is a Klipsch design, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's got some neat stuff. I would like to review it sometime, but they're freaking big, dude. I'm sure he's like, I don't want to pay for shipping on these.
I just saw this post. Somebody has a picture of me showing these Dyna speakers on Reddit. Where was this at? Rocky Mountain. There, Parts Express Dynas.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Dude, those totally look like B&W ripoff, bro. Come on.
They are, dude. Of course they are. I'm like, I saw the tweeter on Parts Express. I'm like, I want to use that tweeter. That was number one.
I want to use one or a HiFi tweeter.
Yeah. The HiFi.
Yeah, HIVI. I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah, we're going with that. I've called him that forever.
HiFi speaker. It's the HiFi. It's a HiFi tweeter.
He's the HiFi.
Yeah.
All right, I'm preparing this other computer for
yeah, I'm showing this guy. This guy passed away actually.
Oh no.
Yeah. See, I'm showing him at my desk. Those are the speakers right there that we designed. But they look cool. Like they have a kind of a cool look. You see the little design right there. Yeah.
What? How did he pass away? Do you know? He's kind of young.
I think it was a heart thing.
Man.
Yeah. But yeah, he was impressed. He's like, these sound crazy. The number one thing on those, a lot of bass. They had a lot of bass. I started off that design for those speakers.
That one was called Dyna. Do I need a sub?
That was it. Do I need a sub? Dynas. So it was good for like 35 hertz. That's pretty good for a little bookshelf speaker, right?
That's all right.
So look, here they are. These are the ones that we made. So it could be like that. Maybe it's a little project with him,
Oh yeah, look at this woofer.
He doesn't go by this name anymore, huh? 123 Toyd.
I think so.
Does he?
I thought it was Toyd's Audio.
Yeah, Toyd's DIY audio. Look at that.
Toyd's DIY.
Oh, who's that guy? Get him off the screen.
Oh yeah, so it started off because like this is like a little voxel sub. Like a little by Paul Carmody. You know that guy. Right?
Oh yeah.
Did he pass away too?
I don't think so. No.
I don't know. That's what we're just saying.
No.
So we started off with this sub setup, like the smallest sub that we could find. And this is good down to like 35 hertz. And then I'm like, let's just build a bookshelf speaker starting with that. Start with the sub, add a mid-range, and then put that cool tweeter and then make them work. And then put a plate amp on the back and make it so that you can adjust the settings, the crossover point, you know what I mean? And somebody could actually do it themselves. So it was a cool little setup. The amp was a little noisy though. Noisy little amp. They have much better ones now.
Make sure to join us every Monday for our live stream at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern at youtube.com/Daily HiFi.